Hello everybody, T.D.F.M here, back in the lore tub yet again, in the bathroom. With the shower running, yet again, because I like it. Anyway, on today's episode of T.D.F.M lore, we're not necessarily going to be talking about a life story of mine, some type of shitty, traumatic life story like the other videos I've posted so far in this video, in this tub that I've talked about. I also have another video I filmed all the way back on January 31st of 2026 that at the time of filming this video I have not posted yet, just because I haven't gotten around or really, wanted to and ready to yet to post that specific story, but I will eventually, if not soon. But today's date is Saturday, March 14th of 2026 at 6:18 a.m. right now. It's actually 6:18 in the morning right now. And today's video, I want to talk more specifically about something that you might have noticed in some of the videos I've already posted. And what I'm talking about are these rings on my fingers. You might have noticed these in the background of some videos. So I wanted to make this video about this and give you some background on these rings. So let's do that. Now, these rings that I have on my hand, also bracelet, these rings that I have in my hand are mostly family heritage linked. Like this ring on my thumb was my grandfather's ring. The ring on my right pointer finger was also my grandfather's ring. The ring on my middle finger belonged to my great-grandfather or my grandfather's father. And this ring is just a ring that some friend of my grandmother gave to her back in like the 90s or the 80s. And then she gave it to me. And the bracelet's just some gold bracelet I got from a pawn shop. So these rings all have, for the most part, some type of tie to my family. And I just want to talk about them. So let me just, I guess, put the camera down somewhere good. Hold on a second. Make sure my mask doesn't look stupid while I'm always touching it. I don't want to look dumb and ruin the video that I'm filming, potentially. But here's my grandfather's main ring. This ring is 14 karat gold, and these diamonds are 12 diamonds that are real. Now this ring was pretty much like my grandfather's prized possession. It was like his prized possession. And he told me when I was a little kid, someday that this ring would be my ring. And he passed away back in 2016, so now I inherited this ring from him. This was also his ring. This is also 14 karat gold. The stone is just for the aesthetic, but the gold is real 14 karat gold. And this was also my grandfather's ring. Again, this ring belonged to my great-grandfather, so my grandfather's father. And this is 10 karat gold. These two are both 14 karat gold, but this one is 10 karat gold. And this one was a ring that was gifted to my grandmother by one of her friends back in like the late 80s or early 90s, she said. And this is also 14 karat gold. And then the bracelet is just something I got out of the pawn shop, and same thing goes for this ring. This is also 10 karat gold, but this has no ties to my family. This is a ring I just also bought at a pawn shop, the same pawn shop I got the bracelet from, but a different date, and this is 10 karat gold. So that is the background context of these rings. Put on my shit, my hand. I wear these rings pretty much every day, at some point at least. I'm glad I do, because I kind of just like jewelry in general. We've already established that in a previous video, you know, I was a coin collector before, and something else I like to collect was jewelry as well. So I have, you know, had a coin collection, and I still have some coins even now, and I also had a collection of jewelry. So that's something else I like to collect. But it's also just kind of like a legacy thing as well, because again, these rings belong to, have family ties. My grandfather, my great-grandfather. So it's like me wearing them, it's like they're still in use, you know? They're not like not used anymore. Someone is still using them and wearing them. So it also kind of is like a legacy thing as well, because of the family ties that these rings have to my family. And also bracelets, which is nice. Here's a picture of my grandfather on the right and my great-grandfather, or his father, on the left. There's a cheetah. They're in the backyard right here. And that is them. Show you some alternative pictures just because why not? It's my great-grandfather, my grandfather's father. This ring in the middle right here belonged to him. Pretty cool pictures from the 70s. They say SEP 70 on them, so I guess maybe that means that these pictures were taken in September of 1970. And it's again my grandfather and my great-grandfather with a cheetah in the backyard. Kind of like bent, straighten them out. I don't know what that stuff is on the right there. think I already showed this one. Or did I? Or was it this one? I don't know. They look similar. But yeah, that's a little bit of history, family history. And ring and grandfather and great-grandfather lore. So it's not really a traumatic life event story like I usually tell, and will continue to tell after this particular episode, but it's still something that is interesting. So, yeah. So yeah, that's going to conclude this particular unique episode where I talk about the gold jewelry I have and its connection to my family. And I do just kind of like jewelry in general, collected jewelry, just like I collected coins, like I said before. And yeah, I'm here in the war tub. Now I'm gonna actually get out of the war tub. That's where I sit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Got the board tub over here and the shower over there. Hope you enjoyed this kind of unusual episode from what I usually record. And going forward, I will continue to post more of my just normal traumatic life event lore stuff. So yeah, see you on the next one.